Hey, what's up, guys? It's Enigma Hood. So I just had a conversation with Temitayo Hariman on Facebook. And as you already know, Temitayo Hariman allegedly assaulted and strangled Frankie Proia, the female model from Texas. So I thought, why don't we look at this conversation and see what he has to say? Does he say anything exculpatory to prove his innocence? Because that's basically what he's doing. He's trying to prove his innocence to me, desperately. Um, well, let's just get right into it. So as you can see, he messaged me first, and here's what he says. Look, dude, my dad went to Rutgers. My mom went to Rutgers. I am a decent person. My ex is trying to frame me. Look at this. If you help spread lies, you are an accomplice. He's trying to say an accomplice, but he doesn't realize that it's a single word, but, whatever. This guy's a fucking idiot. So, later I respond back and I say, why would she try to frame you? If she's trying to frame you, how did she get all those cuts and bruises on her neck and face? And why would you hack her Facebook and take it down if she's framing you? She said you choked her, suffocated her, and slammed her face into the center console of her car. What do you have to say to that? So, what does he have to say to that? Well, let's see. This is what he has to say to that. Yeah, she's that serious about getting the last laugh, quote. All over some jealousy BS. You don't know her well enough to assume this type of bull or decipher whether she is a habitual liar or not. This was a cut-and-dry attempt at ruining my image, and you've so far helped her try and do that. So I respond, I ask you, how did she get cuts and bruises all over her neck and face? Okay, that is condemning, damning evidence, by the way. She posted the photos. Where did she get those bruises? Well, Temitayo has an interesting hypothesis. Told you. Makeup. And the scratch, I don't know. Makeup? And the scratch he doesn't know. Makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and say that did not look like makeup. In any case, if she went to the police, they could have easily inspected her and determined whether or not her bruises are real or not. And then he goes on to say, but you're not a judge, you're not a jury or judge, and this is not my trial. If she even really called the cops, then you let the authorities deal with it. You don't fuel drama. The entire story is a hare. A hoax. He's trying to say it's a faux, but apparently he's so stupid. He doesn't even know what the correct word is. It's F-A-U-X, you moron. The entire story is a faux. Anyway, I respond by saying, then why are you trying to convince me that you're innocent? Those cuts and bruises speak a lot louder than your words do. And I mean, think about it. He's messaging me. I never bothered to message this douchebag. He messaged me trying to convince me of his innocence, and now he's saying, I don't have to prove my innocence to you. Well, then what the fuck are you talking to me for, you douchebag? Alright, here's what he says in response to that. Because you are framing the one, helping her frame am innocent man. Oh man, this guy. Alright, that's what you allege, but you haven't convinced me that you are innocent. Okay. You are weird. Just go worry about your own life and get off the internet helping to spread rumors about people you don't know. And I respond, so this is your defense? Just telling me to mind my own business? Sorry, but when a woman is beaten up, it's everyone's business now. Then he responds, yeah, if that were even true, the court would see to justice, not you or any other fake friends on Facebook. Then I respond, did the police talk to you yet? And he says, there are no police, dude. She never called the police. And then I respond, she said you were on the run and they couldn't find you. Then he responds, people say a lot of things, especially that girl. My ex lies about a lot. Then I say, she said you cheated on her with another woman and a man. Is that a lie too? Now, you can't tell from these screenshots, but the time it took for him to respond to that remark was incredibly long. It's like he was thinking about it for a long time. What, should I lie about this or should I not lie about this? Well, I guess it is true that I sucked some guy's cock and I swallowed his cum, but everything else, that's a lie. That's a lie. But here's what he responds with. Ha! Okay. Obviously, you are feeding into gossip. And then I respond, by the way, later on, he contradicts himself on this, but I'll get to that when I get to that. So I say, I'm asking you a question. Is it a lie or not? And he says, Katie and my business is none of your freaky business, little boy. Freaky business. It's freaking business, you fucking moron. All right, anyway. Then I say, you keep saying that, yet here you are, trying to convince me of your innocence. You are not making a believer out of me by constantly saying that. Here's what I know for a fact that you did. I know for a fact that you hacked into Frankie Proia's Facebook and deleted evidence against you. I know for a fact that you took down her Facebook page as well. That's extremely suspicious behavior from a supposedly innocent man. Care to explain what you were doing hacking into her Facebook account? Which, by the way, I'm not an expert on this, but I'm willing to bet that hacking into someone's Facebook account is probably a crime in and of itself, in addition to assaulting a girl, choking her, and slamming her head into the center console of her car. And what does he have to say to these facts about him hacking? And I know for a fact that he hacked into her account because I was talking to her. And in the middle of our conversation, her Facebook page was deleted because he did it. But what's his response to that? How does he address these concerns, these cold hard facts? Leave me alone, dude. Lossy cause. Lost cause. I'm just over it. Oh, he cares so much. He cares so much about how he just assaulted a human being. Just tell me why you attacked her. Why would you put your hands on a woman like that? Then he does something really weird. He starts asking me the same questions I'm asking him. So he asks me, why did you attack her? She's saying you're the one who hit her and been using me as a scapegoat. Are you some type of hacker? What's going on really? Are you the one behind all this? So I'm like, LOL, what? Dude, you've lost it. And then he says, you lost it. Just leave me alone. And meanwhile, he's the guy that messaged me. I didn't even message him. He's bothering me, and he's telling me to leave him alone. What the fuck? Then why are you talking to me, douchebag? Anyway, then I say, for a supposedly innocent man, you sure are prevaricating a lot. You can't answer a simple question. And then he does the same thing he did before. You can't answer a simple question. What do you even do for work? Completely irrelevant. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is he asking me about what I do for a living? So I just to entertain him, because he's a moron, I say, I'm a data analyst / economist. What do you do for work? Beat up women? Then he says, I'm a consultant. I took care of Katie for 6 months, which, months, I guess that means. I don't know about that. that last line, it's just so incoherent, and he claims he's an IT consultant. That's going to stick in your mind a little bit later on. I mean, already we can tell that this guy is a fucking moron, but later on you will be baffled by how stupid he actually is. And this guy is a guy that's claiming that he's an IT consultant. So I say, so if you took care of her, why on earth would she want to frame you? Jealousy. Jealous of what? Because you were cheating on her? At least admit that much. Because I'm just trying to get him to concede something here. And he finally does. Yeah, we both were slipping up in the end, but that's besides the point. Meanwhile, before, remember what he said? He said I was buying into rumors. Now he's admitting that he cheated on her, which was so fucking obvious from the start. Okay? Now he's conceding that, yes, he did cheat on her. Now, whether he was cheating on her with a man or a woman remains to be discovered, but I digress. Then I say, so if you were cheating on her, why didn't you let her leave you? She wanted to leave you. What? That's not even a real question. Leave me alone. He's been saying this over and over again, but yet he will not stop responding to me. Then I say, that is a question. She obviously wanted to leave you, and you wouldn't let her. Now look where you ended up. You don't have her, and now you have criminal charges pressed against you. What exactly did you accomplish by attacking her? Maybe if you apologize to her profusely and swear to stay the hell away for the rest of your life, she'll drop the criminal charges. But you need to come clean and admit what you have done. You can do that here, and I'll make another video proving that you are remorseful for your actions and seek mercy. You have 2 daughters, don't you? Think about them. Do you really want them growing up without a father in their lives? Don't be stupid. Now comes something so incredibly dumb. Huh? Are you Katie? When he posted this, I was sitting there in blank astonishment. It took me a second to realize what this guy was thinking in his warped, pea-sized brain. He thinks at this point that I am his ex-girlfriend. Meanwhile, I'm a guy with a... You saw my previous video. I'm a brown guy, a hairy brown guy wearing a hood on his head, and he thinks I'm his ex-girlfriend. I mean, I knew that... I knew that he was stupid. I mean, he's a male model, right? I knew he was stupid. But not this stupid. I mean, he makes retarded people look intelligent. He's so stupid. He thinks I'm his ex-girlfriend. So you know what? I was sitting there thinking, what should I do here? And you know what? I'm gonna play into his warped brain, and I'm gonna pretend like I'm his ex-girlfriend because I want him to admit to what he has done. So I respond by saying this. Maybe. And that was enough. That was enough to convince him that I was his ex-girlfriend. The same ex-girlfriend that he assaulted. And what does he say to the woman that he assaulted? You know, thinking that that's who he's talking to? Hey, what up? I want an apology. Katie, I'm sorry I was a jerk and let things get crazy. I should have let you leave when you wanted to. See? There's the admission. Now, he doesn't explicitly admit that he assaulted her, but he does admit that he refused to let her leave when she wanted to. You know, that could be false imprisonment right there. You know, a person should be able to go where they should be able to leave whenever they want to, and he admitted that he refused to let her do that. So then I try to get him to admit to more. I say, you're sorry that you hit me? Well, are you? Come on, bae. Never hit you. Ever. Then I say, I'm not forgiving you unless you apologize for what you did to me. Meanwhile, you know, I'm pretending to be her. I mean, it seems to be working, so fuck it. And then I say, I'm waiting. He says, really? And I say, yes, really. So now he wants to meet up with his ex-girlfriend that he previously assaulted and, choked. He says, okay, come meet up. I'll talk to you in person. FB is drama. And then I respond, of course, saying, I'm not meeting you anywhere. I want you to stay the fuck away. And then that's the end of the conversation. He didn't reply at that point. Maybe he finally realized that I'm not actually his ex-girlfriend and I've been just playing with him this entire time, trying to get him to admit shit. You know, and I gave him an opportunity before. I was really genuine with that. I wanted him to just confess and apologize to his ex-girlfriend. You know, just admit what you did, apologize, and stay the fuck away from her. Now, whether or not she chooses to press charges against him, even with an apology, is up to her. And if she decides to take vengeance upon him and press charges anyway, I would not blame her one bit, because this scumbag really does deserve it. Anyway, That's it. That's everything. That's the full extent of the contribution that Temitayo, whatever the fuck his name is, has to offer. Make up your own minds about whether or not you think he's guilty. This is Enigma Hood signing off.